I'm over at my computer desk, and there's a reason. I'm going to quickly do a little bit of a hacky. It's kind of a fun one. If you want to see, there's the there's the presentation. I could do that again. Who shot the Russian plane? Hang on, click on there. Here we go. Who shot the Russian plane? What was that about anyway? Yeah, birds, opals, planes. It's embarrassing. Oh, Ukraine, Russia, missiles, metal, bad tragedy, blast pattern, etc. All right, we're not going to do any more of that. Okay. But what we are going to do is we're going to go into the YouTube over here. There we go. I will go. I'm just de-identifying all the stuff that's happening to be on here. So, we'll leave it like that. That looks very, very de-identified, I reckon. So, there. Oh, science. So I'll flip it over now, so you can see what I'm doing. It's not particularly amazing. So basically what I'm doing is I am going to go onto here. Where's the YouTube? And then we search through the YouTube for Dr. Phil. Oh, actually, I'm already on Dr. Phil, aren't I? Just click on that. Dr. Phil. I can't subscribe because I'm in as anonymous, but there it is. There's the short. I like that particular. There we go. Brilliant. So, and how long does it take for it to move on the screen? That gives you an idea of the lag. There you are. So let's do that again. We'll try and I'll try and establish it. So, moving now. 1 elephant, 2 elephant, 3 elephant, 4 elephant. Oh, there you go. 4-second lag. Okay, so that's that done. I'll do that one too. So we go bing, and then we go here. Now this is a bit of a hack. What happens is that when you do this, every time you do this, you get one more viewer on the live stream. I just think it's a little bit of fun. You've got to give yourself all the help you can get, I reckon. So let's see what the lag is like now. So I go like that. Haha. And how long does it take for these guys? Do they go simultaneously? No. All right. So hello to my fake viewers. It's all a little bit fun, quite frankly. Now I have to pay a bit of credit here. If you're having a look around here, this place is amazing. And just recently I've been very busy. I'm not going to go into all of the struggles that we've had. But suffice to say, through no fault of anyone's really, I've ended up being a full-time single dad for one of my kids. And so that's a tough gig. Didn't realise how tough a gig it was. Hang on, I'm going to flip the screen around, I reckon. That'll be easier. So I'm not complaining, everything's good and everything, but like, you realise that usually this mantle is passed down to single mothers, full-time single mothers. And if you haven't done this, if you haven't done single parenting full-time, wow, it is epic, quite frankly. An amazing, epic thing. And so recently, my girlfriend's come around and like, she's just pitched in. And so I feel incredibly lucky at the moment. I'm giving credit for her on the live stream. Hopefully this live stream gets like 1 billion views so that they can hear that she's done a fantastic job with me, helping me out and also just being who she is. So just sort of credit where credit's due. Now I'm going to put on the live stream. I'm also going to turn off my internet here so that we don't have any issues. Okay, turning off the internet, I'm going on to phone internet. I've got a drink around somewhere. Where do you reckon I put that? No, it's outside. I'll go get it before we do anything. Here we go. Oop. That does that now. YouTube. Just setting up. That's a bit boring. Notifications. You know what? I've got myself on notifications. wonder if that means anything. Let me get him out there. Oh. Look at me. Look at me, look at me. Look at Morning, look at Morning, look at Morning. There I am. Yay. And now I'm on there, so that's another. Hello, how you doing, Don? You'll note that I came in a little bit earlier just to make sure that the Americans around, or the American singular, got a chance. We'll do birds for a little bit, just say hi to them, because I've got a little bit of fun to have with Loki, actually. Let's go grab the thing. As per usual, it is stinking hot here in Australia, or Australia as they say in Europe. Oh, I'm a cultured. Now, seeing it's Don here, that is a yellow opal. It's got a massive, massive crack in it. Where's the camera? You can see that huge crack in it. So what I'm thinking is, I don't even know if it's hydrophane or not. I've been too scared to wet it. So what I can do, however, see that giant chunk of sand that goes through it, what I think I'll do is I will cut off that bit and then chuck it in water, see what happens. And if it's all okay, doesn't crack, doesn't do anything weird, I am then going to just have a crack the normal way, and we'll see what happens. Absolutely. Yeah, I know, that's my problem. We are going to find out if we get hydrophane opal syndrome. Okay, so what's this amazing thing? So I'm not necessarily going to do much with the birds today. So hopefully the people who want to do the birds, oh look, everyone's come up. Oh yeah, so it depends on how it cracks, I suppose. Because I think that if it cracks, I'm going to go early. So I see the tiniest hint of a crack and bam, I'm going to cut it. And it's sheathed in this huge amount of mudstone. I'm assuming it's mudstone. I'm sorry, Loki. Can you see her? Can you see? She's absolutely desperate. Go on, do it again, Loki. Go on, do it again. She's not a performer, is she? That's Max going, hello. There you are. Yeah, see? She just grabs onto the cage and she just wants to scratch. She wants us to scratch. Well, you've got pins everywhere, mate. Pins everywhere. What's going on? Yeah. Yeah, I'm getting to you too, Max. Now, I knew about this trick, but I was reminded about it by another guy on the interweb, on the YouTube. So I feel really bad because I can't actually highlight who did this. But it was another guy, so I'm not claiming this. But, and I'm not going to do it today either. But basically here is the next stage with Max. So what I'll be doing is, he's definitely not going to do it on camera, but I'll hold the stick up to him like that, and hopefully he'll jump on the stick with suitable motivation. And that way, if he then tolerates the movement, then we now have him being used to stepping up, which is one of the major milestones for a bird. And once he's stepping up, we'll then step him up on our hands, and that means that we'll have essentially a regularly domesticated bird from what I presume was a wild bird. Now that's an achievement, but how do I put this? It's not a good achievement. If he was a wild bird, he should never have been captured. So just to point it out, I did not capture him, I just got him when he was in a bad state. I'm not trying to say I'm a saint, but I definitely don't want people to think that I go out there and capture wild birds. That's a terrible idea. Now, what are we doing? Putting this back, that's what we're doing. Got some more sunflower seeds for them, which is good. I'm going to give Max a quick scratch because he deserves it. And then we're going to do the Loki. Yeah, you know what's about that, don't you? Check this out, Max. Oh yeah. I will let them out later. I don't think I'll necessarily let them out this time. Come on over here so they can at least see you get a bit. There you are. Good. Can you see him? Not really that well. Yeah. Put a pin right in there. Can I get the pin first before we do all the other stuff? There it is. Alright, can I show the camera? There you are, pin material. And yes, someone mentioned that they were dusty. They even gave a really good, complicated word for it that I didn't know. Once again, credit where credit's due. And you'll notice that he's tolerating hands very well. The reason why he's tolerating hands very well is I've discovered that not only is the beak trimmer very good for his beak and he likes it, it's very good for everything. Oh my goodness, Max. Check this out. Massive, massive chunks coming off him. Massive sheathing. Yeah. Yeah, you want me to? Yeah, I know you do. So get in there. Basically, it's a file. You get it from the $2 shop. I don't know who's online at the moment around the world. If you've got a $2 shop there, or a £2 store, or a 200-pound chariot wheel store. I don't know what your currency is. You've got that. Go and grab one of these little file things from the hardware section of it, and get your wild caught cockatoo. This is getting increasingly complex, isn't it? So, sorry, just smack him over the head with this thing. These guys are ridiculously resilient. That's why wild cockatoos are good. Now, just so that you know, here's a little piece of trivia. Budgericars, you know, those tiny little birds, very good companion pets, short-lived. They're also they're also the third or fourth most intelligent creature in the world, something like that. Right up there, very close to the top of the top 10, right? Which is a bit of a shame because they are one of the most commonly neglected birds out there. But what can you do? I was going to say, when you have a look at them, just remember that their original coloration, when you see them in the wild in Australia, they're green. There is not a single variant colour out in the wild. You don't see it red, blue, green, purple, indigo, violet, I don't know, brown. I suppose someone's probably done it. You don't see that out in the wild. And that's, neither here nor there really. I don't like them messing with it. I don't know. Am I sounding like an old fuddy-duddy yet? I think I am. But the problem that I'm seeing now, sorry Max, get right under there. There we go. Now this, epic scratch time. Oh yeah, oh yeah. Getting right in there. I'm going to call this the matrix. If someone wants to Google what it's actually called, where the beak joins the skin of a bird. Because it's keratin, I'm presuming it's matrix like your fingernail, but who knows? We can call it the corium if we're going to go in line with the that cow trimmer. It seems to have suddenly just exploded onto everybody's internet. Yeah, you're liking that. Yeah, what I'm doing here is I'm just trimming the part where the beak actually hits. Where the beak hits the skin, the corium. A bit too hard, sorry. I'm sure he loves the nares as well. I have to give Loki a bit of a... I was going to call it a smashing, but that sounds a little bit off colour. There we go. Oh yeah. Now, the funny thing about the cockatoo's heads is their skulls are kind of shaped like a bullet, I suppose. So it comes out, the skull comes out, and like there's a shelf at the back. trying to explain to Americans what bullets are, as if they've never seen one. But there's a shelf. So it kind of cuts off. So and then there's a really scrawny neck. Their skeletons look ridiculous, actually. And so if you scratch right where like the hammer's supposed to hit the bullet, I suppose, just to the left of it, because there's a neck where the hammer's supposed to hit the bullet. If you scratch just to the left there, that's what I'm hitting at the moment. And you can see Max. Can you see Max? Probably not that well. Hang on, I'll just move this over so you can see. It's alright, Max, time to shine. Right, over here we go. All the way. So just behind the head here, that's where the bullet is. He's loving that. And here's where the beak meets the bird, I suppose. Because the beak is technically a giant dead thing. And they're constantly destroying houses because they're trimming their beaks and they need some material to trim their beak on. Not to mention Max's beak, just here. You can see, wild cockatoo, if he was being hurt, he would not let this happen, right? He's loving this. Just there, his beak was misshapen because probably psychotic behaviour, I think. I think it was psychotic behaviour. So it made him deform his own beak, and probably bad nutrition as well, just nothing but sunflower seeds. There you go. Loving that. To give you a bit of context, my girlfriend is Greek, and when you do this to them, well, anyone really, if you scratch somebody, I think it's a family trait, but they call it sipsidizzying. So I'm giving Max an epic sipsidizzy. With a P in front, by the way, persipsidizzy, and which is good, because this is a cytosine with a P in front, so you must have known. Is that why you named yourself a cytosine? You can see, yeah, you're going, yeah, definitely I did that, because I knew you'd be meeting up with a Greek girl. Sometimes Max gives me this look like, you're an idiot. You're a complete and utter idiot. Well, I can't really dispute that claim. Can you have a look over there, mate? I'm going to let you go soon, Max, and you're not going to like it. I'm going to get all cranky with me. Where's that pin feather? I saw it. I've gotten it out. No, there it is. Found it. It's just near the bullet. No, tell me if that's okay. Now you'll notice that he's got a chunk of stuff in his eye at the moment. He just doesn't care. Sometimes I've accidentally poked these birds in the eye really hard. Guaranteed accident, I'm not that cruel. But sometimes just in the daily course of things, whoop, like I was just trying to get the thing out of your eye. It looks it's better now, isn't it? Yeah? Yeah. No? Yeah? No? Just so you know, for me to get in there and even get anywhere near his eye, that's epic trust. Which, for all the likes in the world, that's a better vote of confidence, I reckon. Should I teach you to say like and subscribe, like and subscribe? Yes. Pieces of 8, pieces of 8. Inflation, pieces of 9, pieces of 9. Already amongst the bullets, huh? There you go. At the moment, my pressure spray has got alcohol in it. There you go. What I'll do is I'll get you some corn, alright? Now you know the classic division. One person divides the object and the other person chooses. So which one are you getting? That one? Okay. Yeah, you're getting it, Loki. Let's go swapsies. There you go. Say hello to everyone, Loki. Good bird. Now here's the remaining vestige of the bird lock. She has done really well. She escaped today. I don't know if someone didn't lock the final part or not. There you go. How good's that? Yeah, good. Now the final thing I'm going to do with these birds whilst we're here is, yeah, it's a shortened thing because I'm trying to keep to time. Where is that? There it is. I bet you the contrast will be too bad for this. So I might not necessarily do this right away because I want to know what I'm doing. Don't want to ruin the ambience. Come on, flip around. Good. Okay, so this is what I've got here. Now, a digital combination lock. So here's our instructions, and I'm not particularly upset at the instructions because they're doing their best, but okay, sometimes it's not English. Let's be honest, it's not. I'm not trying to be racist, but sometimes not English. So, and also I don't know what they've done. Let me, it is a bit light. Thought I might need the sticker because I bought it on the interweb as we want to do nowadays. Let's have a look at these instructions again. So it says, please make sure whether all the press buttons set up already. I've got a PhD. I don't know what it is. I reckon I'm just going to go with what it tells me. Because it's got a combination right on it already. Can you see that? 1, 2, 7, 8. Shh. Okay, so here's the challenge. Loki, we know that she can pick a lock. Can she pick a combination lock? Now, you might think that this is unreasonably cruel, but no. Let me have it. It's story time. It may not come as a surprise to you that Loki and Max are not the first cockatoos that I've run across. My father actually used to own some cockatoos, and the way that I know my way around birds is because I committed every mistake imaginable with this poor cockatoo. Now, not necessarily my fault. I was 5 at the time. As an aside, that cockatoo's only just died. But, man, he had an epic memory. Quite a vicious thing to me. Not to anyone else, just to me. 1, 2, 7, 8. Now what happens? Yay! Okay, it opens. So the number is, that number again, 1, 2, 7, 8. So anyway, this bird was brilliant. And when I got these cages, I saw the setup of these cages, and I knew something straight away, that these cages were no problem for cockatoos. They could easily escape them. You see all the kind of, well, you can't see any of it. You can see these things here, they look fairly secure because you pull them out. Yeah, sorry Max, don't get excited. You pull them out and then you pull them in again to make sure that the birds can't really get access to them. But no, they can get access to them. They'll sit there and work it out. They've got all day to do it. And they're quite intelligent. So I knew these cages were easily escapable because I've seen Caspar, the Corella, do it. And so my father spent a lot of time just devising more and more ingenious methods with which to lock the cage. Until one day he bought a combination lock. And would you believe Casper broke the combination? Very soon he could get out of that cage quicker than we could do it. And I am not joking, that is not a hyperbole. If my father, who sometimes watches my YouTube streams and stuff, if he's on the line somewhere, he will be able to confirm. So, Loki, what we are going to do is we're going to get rid of this piece down here. And this time around, it's a fun challenge, I think. Where is it? There it is. We're getting rid of this. The kids are having trouble with it anyway. So I'm getting rid of that. And we are replacing it with a combination lock. And so here's the bets, ladies and gentlemen. Dowsing. Is that what the sheathing of a beak is called? Dowsing. Yeah, complex fingernail, like keratin. That's why I was talking about the Hoof GP stuff, because, well, he's sitting there just getting essentially a cow fingernail off, dealing with ingrown toenails all the time. Anywho, so we've gotten that off. Let's move back over to here. Now, where do you reckon we'll put this thing? Where is the best location for it? Can it? No, not there. If you put it there, would it work? No. Perhaps this one. Okay, so let's go. I'll move that down so you can just see what we're doing. So the bet's on, ladies and gentlemen. How long do you reckon it will take Loki to crack this combination lock? Well, it's not going to be cracked in hours, probably not days. It'll probably be a weeks or months thing. So, but the rules of the game are there. So I am not going to hide the fact that I'm messing with the combination lock to do this. And interested you should be, little Loki. Interested you should be. What I'm also going to do is make sure I mention the combination several times, or it's not going to fit. Not going to fit. Okay, so what we're going to do now? I suppose I could drill it out. Okay, maybe seconds. Jeez, epically. Well, I suppose you get to watch this. Are you going to take it out or what? Very good. Yeah, well, what I'm going to do is this. Hopefully you're going to let me. There? Yeah, got it. Actually, that's all we need, isn't it? It's quite difficult to do this with a bird attacking it. Challenge number one, get the thing on. Okay, here we go. Let's see if we just put the combination lock on like this, will she be able to get the thing open? Let's crack it. Shut it, scramble it. Right, so can you even get that thing on? No, you can't. Alright, so that's good. So that's challenge number one. If Loki is capable of getting that thing unlocked with that lock still on it, that still is a win. How long do you reckon it's going to take her to actually defeat this lock? I'm actually quite scared now. I think she might not take very long at all. She kind of knows what to do. That's scary. Well, there goes the combination. 1, 2, 7, 8, guys. 1, 2, 7, 8. Oh, okay. All right. Well, I'll go and I'll tell you from the internet. I'm just going to check. What do you call the place where a bird's beak grows? No, it's the growth plate. Okay, it's called a growth plate. That's easy. Well, she better remember the combination because that's about to fall off. I honestly don't think it's going to take that long. That combo's gone. I think I can get it, if she defeats this, I can get it around there, I reckon, so that's probably good enough. Look at that. If you doubt the intelligence of cockatoos, all right. While she's doing that, let's go do some opals. I'll keep you updated on how she's going with her touch typing. Now, I released a short showing that I actually did test out everything before I started. I don't know if you saw that. I've left my opal in there, haven't I? Grr. We've got plenty of opals just sitting here. I'll show you a few of the other opals that I'm planning on doing. All right, let's pop this over to here, where I normally pop it. I may have to push the... Yeah, I may have to push that back in. Can I do that quickly now? Growth plate is what it is. Just remembering the name of the bird thing. Nothing particularly amazing. I'm just pushing the blade back into the housing. I don't think that's going to cause any epic issues, but you never know. Alright. So, back in that goes. How's she going with it? Keep it up, Loki. Now, that bird loves a challenge. Okay, off with the selfie stick and on with the cauliflower. Did anyone else have that from their grandparents? Off with their head and on goes the cauliflower. So what I'm doing here, there's the microphone, just so that you know. Actually, I'll go from this end, because I'm going to have to swap it around anyway. Oh, no. Here we go. So, there you go. Integrated opal disintegrating unit. Trademark. Don't you dare copy me. Yeah, there's the microphone there. And there's just spaghetti cables. Usually, the end ends up in the water down there. Where is it? Not there. It's amazing how difficult it is to find the end of a thing sometimes. Hello, where are you? Oh, there it is. So, one opal has just ended up in the drink because of that. There we go. So, how hard is this going to be? Epic as usual from the looks of things. So we'll go, it seemed to work before, go back and then go forward again. Yeah. Why does it work like that? I don't know, but it does. So I'll go in and I will grab the well. So like all good spies, Loki has been applying herself. She got this off, 127 something. She started to eat it. So, you know, that's good. So here's our wellow. A real good look at that because I'm quite nervous about cutting it. Show you what else we've got today as well. I decided to bite on the bullet and do something somewhat sacrilegious. What have we got here? Here it is. I've got a belemnite. So as we know, a belemnite is a fossil. We shouldn't really mess with fossils, but it's, well, already messed with. So that ship has sailed already. Let me just turn on the water, wherever the water happens to be. Right. So here's the belemnite. It's a beautiful little thing, but it is really quite difficult to cut. And the reason it's difficult to cut is because of a bit of the knob there. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to cut the knob off. This belemnite is going to literally become a drop and a stone. There's another thing I was going to show you. I've started to add a little bit of an innovation to the opals. And this is the idea that I've come up with. Give me a second. By the way, here's a random knobby that we'll just cut up for fun. Random knobby. We'll do those ones just, I don't think we'll get anything from them, but what I've done is I've picked ones which have got lots of sand in them. There's another random knobby. There's literally no colour on them, so don't get excited. This one I'm going to reshape. It's a nice big one with lots of colour. This one here, by the way, I think there is something, there's no reason to think there's colour in it, but I just have a feeling there is, so we'll see. See how good my intuition is. So here's the doublet I made. Standard doublet, right? Except if we flip it over, what I've done here, if we zoom right in, can you see that little knob, that notch that I've created? What I've thought of is I'll make a ring and then I'll drill a hole that's the same size as that notch and then glue the whole business in. See if that actually makes a good holder for a stone. And if that works out, then, you know, I'll figure out some really cool marketing name for it. Notched opal. Does that sound good, or is there already a notched opal? Who knows? So, I've still got a Riley gun that's unfettered. I've still got a few actually. There's a tiny one here, which is not Riley gun. I feel a bit ripped off about that one, to be honest. I didn't pay that much, but I paid more than normal, and look at it, it's just pathetic. Remember that. But buyer beware. And there is a wasp. Hang on for a second. don't like doing that. You might notice that I quite enjoy nature, but I don't want to get stung by a wasp in the middle of it. And it was one of those Japanese wasps. Yeah, they're in Australia too. No, I'm not teaching the wasp how to type. No murder funny. Okay, there's another knobby. I'll do that one as well because I think they're fun. But, so I've shown you the notched one, haven't I? Good. There's another critter on the stones. I've got a boulder. You don't need to worry. Well, you can worry about it, but it's not that spectacular. Just got a few random stones which I'll probably just be shaping a bit prior to putting them on the dock. This one I'll start with actually. Well, this is the opal I'll start with. There's one, I just noticed there's a bit of red under it and I'm dead curious as to whether the red continues. So that's going to be my start. Maybe what I'll do is I will I'll start with this one. I will cut a random knobby. I think I'll do this one. Just because it's got a lot of sand in it and I'm intrigued by sand in the knobbies. Right, so that one's the first, but before we do that, what I'm going to do is I'm very quickly going to get this circuit board. I'm not going to do much with it, but I want to take that green coating off because I think the entire, if you have a look at the edge where it's cut, you can see that gold color. I think that the entire substrate of this circuit board is actually gold. So I'm just going to take the top off and see what it looks like, just because I can. The other thing I'm going to do very quickly is just cut through the side of it, as I've done before, just because I want to go from the inside out, because I think that if there is, well, to get to the gold basically. We'll see how it goes. So let's give this a crack. Okay. In case you're interested, my lighting is internet lighting. So in order to solve the poltergeist problem, just turn it off for 5 seconds. Or alternately, just, you know, connect it with my Google Home. It makes it more exciting. If I have to deal with this, I will deal with it, but I think just turning it off and on again will work. Isn't it amazing? There's always something. Yeah, if you have epilepsy, don't watch my shows. Actually, if you're sensible, probably. Alright, okay. So just quickly take the edge off this and see what we've got. I think we do. Don't take too much off because I presume the coat's really thin. As a matter of fact, you can see it because, like, you can see the gold and then you can see it kind of paring back a bit. So there you go, learn a new thing every day. That's actually got a gold coating there. So what I'll be doing with this is I'll be stripping these out because you can snap them and cut the wire out. Let me see if I can just show you. No, my fingers are too flimsy. Alright, so let's just get on with the opals. Is everything looking good? I haven't got any cloth, so hopefully, no, I've got one. What I might have to do is just angle this away a bit. I think that's made it worse. Nearly there. Well, what I can tell you is that the mainstream water is missing now. So, not missing as in gone, but missing as in missing the opal. The jerk is strong in him, isn't it? What was it that we had today? Oh, yeah. Give it away, give it away, give it away now. Give it away, give it away, give it away now. I think I've got a glow stick somewhere. So ignore the red here, by the way. That's just Textar, because it was part of that Opal battleship thing. But what I think is that, yeah, this red is different. So let's just carve here. I hope it does not explode. Yeah, I've got a scale somewhere. In case you're interested, 2.1 grams per cubic centimetre. So if you know what the volume is, you know what its weight is. Are you talking before and after, Don? Well, I should. Believe it or not, I didn't ruin everything with that massive hit. I think I can see a crack to the side there. For sure, that's a crack. We're going to turn the stumbling block into a bridge because I reckon we'll probably need to angle them up to get them to face correctly. Like your stone, Don, actually. Man, you got your work cut out for you, haven't you? Yeah, we probably should do before and after, you know. I have like 15 carats of rough and now I've got half a carat. My typical rate is maybe 10% of what you end up with is good opal. But I really like that stone that you presented, well, this morning to me. Have you noticed that, what's his face from Red Hot Chili Peppers? He doesn't go, give it away. He trills his R. He goes, give it away now. Give it away now. Listen next time. %? Yeah. This one will be about 30%, I reckon. Because at the moment, it's just emo opening, it's just cutting itself, pretty much. It's a dream to work with. And this is Minabe, I had to say it twice because, you know, no one will believe me. No one will believe me. Okay, I think there's a crack just up the top here. Got my laser somewhere. Nah. I'm going to cut through the assumed crack because it's probably a good place to shape it anyway. I saw where that went, but that's 30% off right away. But I think when you're doing that, you should always figure out the total volume of opal you cut, as in, doesn't matter if you've got two small stones, they should be part of your 30%, I reckon. Just getting that willow away from there, because it's starting to get wet. Now if you have a look back here, that discoloration is definitely cracking, but I think it's superficial. So let's just carefully keep going. And I'm looking at this section here. I'm wondering whether I should bite the bullet and cut it off now. No, because what I'm going to do is I'm going to cut this section here off. It was differently coloured, so I thought that's probably going to cause issues anyway. And now that mark is along a crack line, so if that crack ends up being too bad, I'll just cut along that line and we've got ourselves another nice little opal. They'll all be small, but you know, tiny's good. So how is it? Is it still going along that line? Yep, it is. So I'm going to cut along that crack too. Oh, yeah. How's that for a good call? Yeah, I agree. By the way, I considered that opal that you were displaying quite large, to be honest. I know there's a perspective problem because like you're the one holding it and I'm the one who's just looking at it through the screen, but still, I think that crack's going to come out of it, which is good. Yep, that crack's going. And it's turning this into the face, which is kind of interesting. So I'll just carve the corners back a bit. Right. Yeah, it's going to be around. No, it'll be just an ordinary cab, slightly teardrop shaped, but I'll try and salvage that when I dop it. There we go, not bad. Pretty good start to the account, to be honest. There we go. We'll use this side just in case the other side doesn't turn out well. But good. Let me just wipe the screen for you. Screensaver. Is that better? Yep. I think you've got a good amount of opal cutting ahead of you, mate. Kind of jealous. Having said that, I have bought a large packet consignment of opals. I bought like 500 carats from an opal miner. So he's on holidays at the moment, which is a bit annoying, but you know, he'll be back around nowish, and so hopefully he'll be packaging the opals and sending them over. That'll be cool. So yeah, that's what we're ending up with. Oh, Loki gave up on the lock. I'm going to have to show her that it can be defeated. Four parcels from Mr. Gunn. I've been a bit conservative with my money. I spent around 170 US in one hit, because I normally buy, you know, $1 to $10 alicots. This time around, I just decided I've been really good. I haven't been spending much money. I've been saving and, you know, sorting out the finances in these tough economic times with the interest rates going up. So my reward is I'll just lash out and buy this one parcel. And it's a good parcel of rough, massive amount of rough. From memory, it's 500 carats. So that'll do me for a while, I reckon. Yeah. Well, I've been selling a few opals recently, and even in Australia, it's not actually that hard to offload them. So in the US, it'll be, to quote one of the Australian phrases, it should be a piece of piss. Alright, that was just the side catch. The other piece is flung behind the machine, so I'm not going to worry about that. That'll get docked and end up in the polishing section. Whoa. Okay, what do I do now? I'll just quickly carve the end off this one. This is the one that I think has got something, but I've got no reason to, nothing to base it on. Let's have a look. Okay, now looking at it, I can tell you that this guy is a Riley gun. It's a Riley gun Cooper Pedy stone, which does have a very strange habit of what it'll do is it'll show up colour where the corners are. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to carve some corners into it, and you'll see what I mean. We'll make it, I'll facet it a bit. It doesn't have to be properly faceted, just so you can see corners. So let's go here. Not good enough. F minus minus. Okay. What I'll also do is I'll carve it back here. For those playing at home, the colour is starting to show a little bit of red. So what I'm going to do here is I'm just going to even up the stone in the hopes that the colours will come out at some point. At the moment it's wedge shaped. If I turn it over like that, you'll see. So it's diving down quite substantially. So I'll be fixing up as much as I can here. And then wherever the pattern is actually best is how I'm going to fix up the stone, basically. Got to get rid of that bit of crud on there, so that's the first part. Oh, one stone is known. Interesting. As a further aside, commodity prices I think are going up a lot. So I think that opals are a part of that. But I haven't seen much movement in the opal auctions, and I think basically if you have your tactics and strategies, you can still get the bargains you've always ever gotten. Okay, so just so you know, a hoverfly is here. They look like wasps, they're not. Still, don't land on me, buddy. I don't want to do that much in one with nature. Yeah. There's an ebb and flow. And I'm sorry to say, it is that war in Ukraine that's doing it, because the Russians are sneakily buying commodities and whatever else, driving up the prices that way. I don't like profiteering on misery. I think we can all just get along and profit. That'd be better. I don't think there's much I can do with that. What I can do is I can cut the thin end of the wedge off, I think. That's probably the most reasonable action at this point. This is sitting in at about a carat, I reckon. Once I've evened this up, I'm going to move on. I'll actually do some knobby busting then. And then we're going to have a crack at that wellow. So I'll turn off the water for the wellow initially. Also put another barricade in so that I'm a bit further protected from all of the consequences. A little bit left wing low here. Okay, I think because it's a Kupiti, it's starting to shatter a bit, so I'll actually dop it up and I'll be kinder to it. It should come out okay. Alright, knobby then willow. This guy here, so I'm not going to bother with the laser because it's daytime. I can see some solid opal. I think this entire area is solid. I think that there's a groove and I don't think you're going to get much out of there. So I might cut it off there, and I think there's a groove here. So what I'm going to do, basically if you can see that blue patch, essentially I'll be carving around that. So let's do the most risky of the cuts first. Not that it's risky because there's probably nothing in it. Okay, interesting. This is what we're dealing with. What we'll do is we'll deal with this guy. This will be our test opal. What I've noticed is, oh, hang on, I'll just smooth off the edge for you. We get the other side for you. Yeah, actually, that gives you an idea of what I'm dealing with. You can see that that little amount of opal there. That's clear from the looks of things, and you can see that. Oh, where is it? Another pancake. Ooh. Okay, so I just saw a little bit of pink on this one, by the way. We'll do the wellow next, though. Okay, so this is the one that I cut from, and you'll notice that there's actually some nice opal on either side. Nice being, shall we say, a fairly fluidic phrase at the moment. So I want to carve into that bit, but what we'll do is we'll test with this one. We'll test with this one first. We'll be a bit conservative, see what we get. No colour yet. Just looking in the sun. Well, maybe a bit. Not very bright at all, but yeah, there might be something. What I will do is I will cut through the rest of this, like so. Okay, that's mostly sand there. Right, leave that for the time being. We'll give it as much hope as we can, huh? Let me have a look. Okay, this is not anything to write home about, but there is colour. It's the tiniest amount. I doubt the camera will pick it up. Saleable colour? I don't even know that. Imaginary colour? Quite possible. Maybe I'm just saying it to make it exciting. No, I definitely saw something. Yeah. Alright. Let's see if you can see it. Maybe I need to wipe the screen. But just on the edge here. It's just a little bit of colour. Hang on, I'm just going to go and get a cloth. I'm back, ladies and gentlemen. I've brought some cloth with me. I wonder how long this phone's going to last for before it explodes from all the abuse I give it. Bixby? No, you get away from there. It decided to go for Bixby, which is a Samsung thing, I think. There we go. Just go back. No, it's all good. Oh my goodness, there is a... Oh. I don't know what star I was born under. I'm a Pisces. No. A few years ago I had to go on an online dating scene. Everyone wanted to know what star sign I was. I didn't care. How high are you? How tall are you? What's your star sign? Connection issues. Sorry, I'm just looking through the stone. I saw a really bright flash of colour, which is kind of encouraging. Certainly encouraging me to try and go for a larger section of this. You may have the find of the century. I'd still say it's not great. It's much better than what you would expect, but still very, 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 very dim. Just to give you fair warning, it looks like a storm's coming. Previously what happened was that some water seeped into one of the power boards, and that's what caused the power outage. I've fortified a lot of my power, but you never know what's going to happen. Yeah. Okay, I'm leaving that one because I'm going to have a crack at the bigger of the pieces. See what's there. No, it looks brutal. My phone's having internet issues, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to quickly look and see if there's anything else which is interrupting my internet. Oh, far out. That was a skill issue, definitely. Right. Turning off the water, let's do the hydrophane. Before anything else. Hydrophane. I'm gonna have a look at this hydrophane. So, about here, I reckon. Feel free to tell me if I'm doing anything wrong. Got it all. Up the top you go. Now, let's add water to the cup. Let's see what happens. This is a very pretty opal. Very pretty. there's a bit of cracking happening here. It's much more brittle. Got to be careful with it. Right, what I'm going to do is I'm going to give it a basic shape, give it a basic back, and then I'm going to not touch it, because what it's doing is it's just hard at the slightest inclination. So, a bit nervous of working. It maps more than an Australian opal would do, which is interesting. Yeah, I think the colour's vanishing too. So I'll stick it underneath. No, for the love of Mike. Anything else? Okay, so I'm randomly getting cut off all the time, so just be aware of that. And this opal is shattering without being wet, so there's lots of cracks everywhere. I saw that Pulitzer opal will often just use cyanoacrylate to stabilise the cuts. No, Geronimo! That worked out well, actually. It was dumb, but it worked out. Okay, it looks like I'm starting to get real issues with the internet, so we'll see how it goes. Yeah, I'm getting lots of spinning wheel too, mate. I think what we'll do is we'll finish the stream here, because I think that that internet is just not helping. Okay, so what I'll do, let's turn it around. Yeah, okay, for those people whose wheels are spinning, my wheels are spinning too. So what we'll do is we'll finish the stream here, on a good note, on a high. I've got some wello done, and I'll maybe post some shorts later. How about that? Everyone have a wonderful day. Whoop. Dr. Phil out.